I'm really happy to be here with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are going to get, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. It like absolutely matches these lilies, the Four of Inspiration, the Four of Wands. What a beautiful card to start out with. Sometimes these readings, basically every time, these readings blow me away with synchronicities like that. It's wild. So we're going to get messages for you from Spirit at the time you find this video. Planning on pulling anywhere from 3 to 5 cards. We'll see what comes up, or what comes out. It just, wow. I love the Four of Wands card typically, but I especially love this depiction of it. And then I just like extra love it with this color scheme going on. But look at this depiction of it. It's 4 women sitting in a circle. In the Muse Tarot, she calls the Wands suit the suit of inspiration, and it's depicted by these lines that come in like that, which I just love. Wow, what a fun way to start the reading. Okay, onward. Here we go. A few more cards, please. There we go. The Fool. Oh yeah, and for whatever reason, I'm just like, I think maybe even the Four of Inspirations came out reversed. The Fool just came out reversed, but I'm just like not, I read reversals very intuitively, and I'm just not getting the sense that those reversals were accurate. So we've got the Four of Wands. Wow, this is just a powerful reading. The Four of Wands, the Fool. One more card, please. Ooh. The Queen of Inspiration. Wow. With the Page of Inspiration at the bottom. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful reading. Wow. In energy and in visuals. Okay, so first things first, we've got obviously a lot of inspiration energy here. We've got, so that's Wands energy. I just want to take a peek here. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom in strength. Beautiful. Okay, let's just take a breath because this is a beautiful reading so far. The energy I'm getting off of it is incredible. So the wand. So we've got 3 major arcana or 2 major arcana cards with the excuse me. Okay, full disclosure. It's like 7 a.m. I typically, and maybe you can tell with the light, which is actually really beautiful. The sunlight doesn't typically come in like this because I don't typically do readings at 7 a.m. But for whatever reason, well, because the schedule of my day, so on and so forth, I felt like I really wanted to do a reading this morning. And then these beautiful lilies literally just bloomed overnight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just needed to do a reading. So my apologies for being maybe just a little like, just in a different headspace than I typically am. Okay, but onward. What I was trying to say is we have 3 cards out here plus the bottom of the deck. Of those, 3 cards, so 4 if we include the bottom of the deck, we have 3 minor arcana, 1 major arcana. All 3 of the minor arcana are in the inspiration suit or the Wands suit, which is very noteworthy. And we've got this warm, peachy, pink, orangey, yellow color scheme going on. That is definitely giving me this, inspired essence. Like it's really, really beautiful. And then here, right at the center, we have the Fool card, the Major Arcana card that starts the entire Major Arcana suit. It's card 0. It's the card of starting off on the hero's journey, on the heroine's journey. And so there's just like such beauty here. So a few things I think want to be said. One is if you are coming to this reading looking for a little validation from Spirit, it definitely wants to be given. So in other words, you are certainly on the right path, as like cliche as that sounds. But there's, you've worked through, you're emanating, you are embodying some really beautiful energy here. Okay, and if we look at the bottom of the deck, it's the Page of Inspiration, the Page of Wands. And so I think the way that I typically read pages is like this willingness to have a beginner's mind, this willingness to be in experience to work towards mastery. So it's like I almost read the pages as almost like a paradoxical energy, because it's like we need beginner's mind in order to ever become a true master. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it seems like I feel like it showing up at the bottom of the deck. And even look how it is depicted. It's such a cool depiction. And sorry, this lighting is like kind of cool, and then it's kind of makes things harder to see sometimes too, doesn't it? Okay, so see how like we've got that wand energy, that inspiration energy. It's like coming down, but then there's like this swirl of brilliance, and it's like all coming in. So there's like this willingness to again experiment, to be inexperienced, to be curious, and to experiment. So I think I'm getting the sense that you have been willing to do that. That because of your willingness to embody the page of inspiration, because of your willingness to be curious, to follow your inspiration, whether it necessarily made sense or not, to do things differently, to see things differently, it's more and more puts you on a path that is very grounded in inspiration. Which is almost a paradox in and of itself, isn't it? But like, don't these cards just feel very warm, grounded, but also uplifting, inspiring, adventurous? There's something here about that where the more you are willing, and the more you have been willing to be of beginner's mind, to be curious, to see things differently, you're unlocking within yourself this ability to be with that inspirational energy, with that wand's energy, with that passionate energy that is more and more like setting you on your path. And so there seems to be like new beginning energy in this essence. So I think more and more you may have kind of cleared the cobwebs of what isn't you, to more and more land on what is you. And now you are embarking on kind of a new variation of that, a new iteration of that. And you're really wanting to be celebrated here and validated that you got this, like to trust yourself, to keep moving forward, and to continue to embody that beginner's mind, but while also knowing that you are full of wisdom, you are full of mature and maturing inspiration, and that you have the right to trust yourself. I mean, to a certain extent, I think we all have the right to trust ourselves, but I also think sometimes if we haven't done our healing work, we don't know if we're trusting fear or inspiration, and we don't know if we're trusting anxiety or a pull towards creativity, where I'm definitely not getting that sense for you. I think that you have done a significant amount of healing and inner work where you more and more can discern what is true inspiration and what just might be anxiety. And so there's like this invitation to trust yourself more than maybe you have in the past, because of that healing work and because of your willingness to be curious. It's like this page of inspiration kind of like broke you free from dogma, I think. And whether that's like spiritual dogma or like professional dogma, it doesn't matter. It's definitely giving me great vibes. And because you have been willing to like go through that storm, because I mean, like, look at it. It is kind of a storm. When we break free from dogma, like, it's why does any of us like dogma? Well, we like it because we don't have to go through the storm like somebody's telling us what to do, right? We think if we just follow these rules, then we're doing life right. And then when we break free from dogma, again, whether that's in the spiritual realm, so on and so forth, we have to go through the storm of getting to know our own preferences, of getting to know ourselves, of going through the complexities of life to arrive at simplicities. We, instead of like arbitrary pseudo simplicities of like just follow this plan or follow this protocol or follow this rule. We have to instead open up to all plans and possibilities, right? And decide for ourselves. And I see you as somebody who has worked through a significant amount of that complexity. And so you're more and more now landing on the simplicity of who you innately are and the simplicity of Mother God's principles and Mother Nature's principles. And you're more and more following that. And now you have this like golden path before you. It's really so beautiful, and you have so much to be proud of, because the simplicity I'm getting and like the glowing I'm getting from these cards is like because you have gone through this like electric storm. And I mean, look at her. It is like an electric storm, isn't it? It's like feel how different this Page of Wands card is compared to these three cards out here, right? And I think that I don't think we ever should get to the point where we think we have so much wisdom that we don't need a beginner's mind. But I also think there are kind of seasons to the healing journey, the creative path, right? And there are times when the beginner's mind is more necessary than a relying on our wisdom, right? Because we might need to like undo some thoughts, some assumptions, some unconscious behaviors that maybe aren't wise, right? But I'm definitely getting the sense that you're moving into, like, when I initially saw this at the bottom of the deck, immediately what came to me is you have been through a significant season of the Page of Wands. You've been willing to embody this Page of Wands energy. So it gave me sort of like a past vibe is my point. And then we've got the Fool showing up at the beginning of your reading, which is giving me more of like present / future vibe. So I think there is like a message here of never like giving up the Page of Wands essence for good. But I think there is like, okay, a permission to see yourself as wise, to see yourself as like maybe a master of your craft, an artisan, somebody who can rely on herself, who can rely on her skills. And so there's like a shift. So maybe in the past you needed majority of Page of Wands energy. Now, so like, because pages to me, there's like a healthy humility to them. Do you know what I mean? Like just a willingness to be like, there might be some things I'm missing here. There might be some assumptions I'm making that aren't fully accurate. There might be some unconscious things going on that are holding me back. So there's that healthy humility. And because of that healthy humility, you've now arrived, you're kind of like graduating into this space of like healthy wisdom, healthy mastery. And again, I don't think anybody is a true master if they give up that humility. But I also think there is a call for you in this reading to see yourself as wise, to see yourself as, to see your journey as one to be celebrated, regardless of how things might look in the tangible sense. So regardless of maybe how your health looks, how your money looks, how your relationship looks, the underlying energy that you've created for yourself is this beautiful, beautiful energy. The Four of Wands, the Fool, the Queen of Wands. That's the energy you have established now. And you're embodying that. And so it is only logical that things, baby step by baby step, the tangible things, the obvious things, are more and more going to come into balance to get better and better, because this is the energy you are embodying now. This glowing, golden, warm, uplifting, inspirational, and also grounded energy, because you have been willing to go through the storms, the complexities of life. You've been willing to have beginner's mind in pursuit of more and more becoming the master of your craft, becoming the master of yourself, being in self-leadership. So, wow, this is just like such a cool, like it's beautiful, again, the imagery and the energy, but it's also just like cool. Like I'm getting just this like cool sense, which sounds so stupid, but for real, like I just am getting the sense that you must be just a very cool human being, and you are that way because you're unlocking your innate self, because you've been willing to go through things instead of avoiding, instead of justifying, instead of defending. You've been willing to face and have that healthy humility, and baby step by baby step unlock who you really are. And now you're at this precipice, this beautiful moment, this beautiful season on your journey where you are at the Fool. You are at the beginning of something new. You have so much to look forward to, and so much to be proud of. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's such a joy to read for you today.